front. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Bundle up. We're underway on a cold night in Chicago. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
A lot
5.
of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will score. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and We'll find out early on what the plan is.
47-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Good
yards.
run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
A gain of 14.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Another Packers.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 2nd down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he is going to have a Bears first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the
It's a really nice job there on the
line.
right side of the offensive line. They were the ones who got the key blocks. That's exactly where the point of attack of that run play was designed to go, and the back is able to find enough room and easily pick up that first down.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
His 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake. Now Williams. Down the field. He's got Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards.
So sometimes
to
the
go.
best way to defend some of these physical receivers and tight ends is to bring the fight right to them, is to get up, challenge them, contact, dislodge the ball. And now listen, that's easier said than done, but as we just saw, if you can do it, it works wonders.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
21 yards.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Packers 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion, it's Golden. We'll go play action with Love. Look wide, get this one complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 10. To throw is Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On comes the Packers punting team.
For the Packers.
And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
2nd and 10. Now Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st down, it's Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Musgrave. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
They'll run with Jacobs. And the Packers Packers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Wilson will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Not even a play?
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the
And that's a nice
48-yard
grab
line.
for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and Just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And the Bears are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
That's another Bears.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Swift. Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Cooper on the stop. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
You can do better.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Edgerrin Cooper getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Love to throw it on 1st down. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The 37-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Whoa, here, down the field. Will fall, incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, after that incompletion, probably going to put an end to this drive, but what it does now is the opponent now has a chance to increase their lead because now they're going to steal an extra possession before we go to the halftime break.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Back to throw is Love. That Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Bears 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift.
Williams pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Second down and 3. Throwing is Williams. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. First and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Moving to his right. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham's just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away.
Attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears cut the deficit down to 1.
20.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Cairo
3
Santos
seconds,
to
all
kick
that
off for
remain in this
Chicago.
first half as that one's away. Now Bo Melton going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
Pass complete to Luke Musgrave. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Love. Go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
In motion, Reed. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Love. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third
He was
down.
defended by Tyreek
He's got to do a better
Stevenson.
job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
That is pulled in by Musgrave. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll step up and run this. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
On the ground, here is Manunga. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Past the 45. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line.
It's
A big-time run by Jacobs. 52 yards.
First down. A gain of 52 yards. First down.
This play all
Packers.
starts up front, Mike. Their ability to get him into the secondary. From there, it's just his speed and open field running that leads to the big game.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Jacobs. It's a gain of 18.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave.
Complete to number 88, Luke Musgrave. A 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 4-yard line.
In motion goes Dobbs. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Luke Musgrave.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Bears 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5, and he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
from the shotgun. It's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Caleb Williams. Touchdown Bears. That's his second touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Makes the score Bears 27, Packers 24.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. We'll go play action with Love. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On second down, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Whoa! And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Brings up second.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Devin Duvernay. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 24.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Melton now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Love to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 88, Luke Musgrave. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Packers set to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. Run now for Manunga. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Get him!
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Pass complete to Luther Burden. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Intended for Luther Burden. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode. had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Now, faking the give. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
Brings up third down.
Here's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he will score. Game on.
Touchdown.
Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra
lining up
point.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Bears tack on one more to their lead.
Makes the score Bears 41, Packers 31.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 2nd down, Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Here's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Dobbs. Now Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line.
It's a pickup
From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. Pickup of 46 yards.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now Love. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
A run here with Swift. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. We'll talk things over before third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. Here is first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Sideline throw, looked in by Dobbs. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A second down throw for Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. Back to throw is Love. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Love. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air, it's Love. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Romeo Dobbs. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Love to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Jordan Love.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Love. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
Here is 1st and goal. Here's Love to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.